on the stage. But before we go to you guys, I do want to make mention. The Calhoun County Quarterback Club meets every Monday night during the football season. We have 8 weeks. And I would like, if you guys are out there and you like what you see here, talking to players and coaches, we do that every Monday. We have a coach come, and he brings a player of the week, and we get to sit in a setting with them that they can talk about their school and what they do. It's not a question and answer. It just gives them a chance to do that. And we have a keynote speaker. We have keynote speakers with the likes of Holly Rowe this year. We also have Butch Thompson, Auburn University baseball coach, is coming. Last year, we had Stephen Pearl. He winds up in the Final Four, but he was in this room last year and speaking to us. Stephen Marlowe is an SEC football official. He'll give us a take on what officials go through. And Coach Charles Kelly with JSU, he's up the street. He wants to bring good things to our program. Aaron Suttles, the director of content for Yay, Alabama. So you guys root for Bama. We also have Walter Lewis, a former University of Alabama quarterback. Matt Stincham is the SEC Network commentator, and again Holly Rowe, who is we don't need to tell you who she is. But I do want to offer an invitation. If you would like to join this club, you can reach out to me. I'm David Woodard, and my number is 256-239-4481. I just want to do, it's been a long day, but if you're watching, we sure do want you to look at maybe joining us and having a good season. On the stage now, in the 2025 Calhoun County High School Football Media Day, the Jacksonville Christian Thunder. JCA competes in 8-man football, and they're exciting. Today, Coach Miller has brought with him senior quarterback Noah Lee, senior center Preston Strotter, and Coach Miller, we'll start with your opening comments.
Well, another football season.
How many?
Happens every year.
How many?
For me, I honestly don't know. Maybe 48, 47, 40. I don't know. You know when the first one was, Daniel?
77, you were at Oak Ridge.
77. That's right. First team in the county to win the state playoffs. I was assistant coach, Coach Wood down there. Been a lot of them, and it's always a real exciting time of the year. We're kind of going into this one with a bullseye on our back. We won that 8-man league last year, and it was a real exciting time. We had to struggle down there in that championship game to beat Russell, and they're loaded. They had everybody coming back. We lost 6 or 8. I don't know. We lost 7, and they were good football players. So Russell's going to be hard to beat. Tuscaloosa will be really hard to beat. We got them early, but we feel like that if we can get people in the right position. We lost a great receiver, lost some good linemen, but if we can get them replaced, we feel like we've got a shot at making another run at it this year.
Got a question right here on the front, Coach, and this is for the players mainly. Noah, we've watched you and Preston over the last few years. You've won a lot of games. You've lost some heartbreakers. What's your goal going into this season, your senior year?
I think that winning the championship and going undefeated is definitely on the table for us. So I think it's just up to us to go out there and get it.
Also, like Noah said, it's up to us to go out there and get it. And we got to put last season behind us because last season didn't help us get any points on the board this season.
That's very well said. What will you two do in such a leadership role? I mean, you've already been leaders, but now there's no doubt your younger guys are looking at y'all two to see how you act and how you react. Is that an extra burden to wear on your shoulders, or do you think you're ready for that? Preston?
I would say we're ready for it. We've been a part of this team for several years now, and I would say we're ready to step into that bigger leadership role that we've stepped into the past couple of years.
Coach Miller, you and I go way back in this, so what keeps you in it, man? Why are you still at this so hard?
Well, the honest question is the Lord hadn't given me a release. I mean, that's some people say, I'm not just saying that, that's the truth. When he says I can go, I'll be going. I know it's got to be getting close. I know Noah, being my grandson, he's in his last year. He's committed to Jack State. I'm thinking about that. I don't know if I will go another year or not. That's still up in there. I'll just wait and see.
Well, I think I asked you that question about 10 years ago, and you gave me the same answer, so the Lord had to let you go.
Coach, you have, we can talk about your history all we want, but every year's a new team. Give us a few of the guys. These two guys obviously are important to you, and we know Noah and Preston, you guys are leading this team, no doubt. But give us a couple of names out there that you're looking forward to seeing, and you've probably coached them all last year. I don't know how that goes for you, but it is a new team regardless of what last year did. Can you give us a little insight into some players you're looking for, maybe even an assistant coach that helps you a lot?
Well, players, it is a really new team this year. I mean, we're looking for people, moving people every day. We've been out there 3 days now. We lost Jesse Ganaway, and Jesse was a little over 6'2". He could run, he could catch, and he was a great asset. Noah, we're trying to find somebody to come fill in his place. We're not going to be able to fill in for him, but we got a kid named Dawson Wilkerson, be a junior. We're working him hard out there. We've got a young man that his dad is a pastor that came over from Hopes Bluff. He wasn't a football player, he was a basketball player, but he's going to play everything at JCA, named Anthony Gooch. His dad took a pastorate in Jacksonville, and they moved to Jacksonville. So I think he's going to be a senior. I think he possibly could help us. Bryson Dowdy on the right side, wide out. He'll be a junior, and Bryson's got really good hands. Noah, what do you think on some of those other guys?
Ethan Compton, he's been at it with us for a few years. He's one that's gonna keep working hard. Jack Henry Harris, he's gonna be a sophomore or freshman, and he's really gotten bigger and stronger, and he keeps working at it. And it's exciting seeing how he's developed.
I say Grant Daffron. He's really come a long way from where he was, and this year he's been in the weight room pushing weight, and he's getting a lot better.
Coach got a question right here on the front. For those watching this online that maybe don't know the difference, if any, between 8-man and regular 11-man, talk a moment about any differences that may be on 8-man football versus regular AHSAA 11-man.
They're just alike, except 5 linemen, 3 backs. 8-man is Iron Man. 11-man, most places you get exhausted, hurt, you go sideline, get a replacement. 8-man, you hurt, exhausted, you get up and play another play.
I will ask Noah, being granddad there, I guess, I imagine you call him coach on the field. Has watching him and growing up in this family, I mean, we know your family, Coach Miller. Does it make you want to coach? Does it make you want to do something like that? And look, I know you're multi-sports. Does it give you the draw or the feel that, hey, I might want to coach?
Yes, sir. I mean, I've been managing and been out on the field with him since I was about 3 or 4. So just growing up around it, and I've really enjoyed it, and learning about the game from and everything. I think coaching would definitely be something I'd be interested in, and seeing play as long as I can, and then try and get a job somewhere and see where the Lord takes me and see how that works out.
Coach, I've seen 8-man with you. They hit. Okay, it's not flag football. I can tell you. They get out there and hit just like the rest of them. Jim?
Coach, talk a little bit about what it's been like up until Noah decided to sign with JSU, with the interest that's been in him. I know you told me earlier this year that it's been pretty crazy.
May was a circus. I mean, as long as I've been in it, we've, I've been in small schools the whole time. But we've had people that played college ball, but nothing like this. May was just a circus. There were 2 days that we had 2 universities there at the same time, wanting us to put him on the field and let him watch him throw, and it was almost every day there for a while that we were having people. So it was definitely something new for Jackson Christian Academy, and it's way more than anything that I'd ever been through in all those years. I think a lot of people, have told Noah, you got to go to a bigger school, you got to go there, you got to go there. And he's been recruited from just about every high school within 60 miles for the last few years. And I mean, that's the truth. Not everyone, but just about. He stuck to his guns. His mom and daddy would tell him he's not there to play football. He's not there because his granddaddy's there, which it might have helped a little, but they said that wasn't the reason, but he stuck to his guns, and he always told him, the Lord's going to make a way. And I had a coach that was assistant at Notre Dame the year before last. He came in one Monday and sat down there, and he said, Coach, I'm going to tell you something. He said, these know-it-alls, they're telling these kids, you got to go to here, you got to go there so you can get bigger. He said, they know nothing. He said, if they can play, we find them. And I looked at him, I said, I'm glad you said that, because I felt like that for years. He actually was assistant at Troy at the time. He'd gone from Notre Dame to Troy. So it has been a really different time and an exciting time. It has. And it's been exciting for not just me and Noah and the family, but all these guys have kicked in, because, last year we had a good enough team and a good enough talent around him that it made what he could do a whole lot more visible.
Press. My recollection is that you were here 2 or 3 years ago, except you're about twice as big now as you were then. How much weight, how much strength have you added since the last time you were here?
Yes, sir. I would say my bench press shot about 100 pounds, and my squat about 100 pounds as well. And I'm about like 270 right now. And I would say that program we did in summer workouts, like it was a 5x5 program. It really helped. It was just doing squats, bench press, deadlift, power cleans, stuff like that. And my bench press right now is like 230, and then my squat's like 275.
How much better are you at blocking and pass blocking?
I would say my footwork's got a lot better than previous years. I'm able to move my feet more and stuff like that, and run blocking, firing off the ball, staying low, and getting faster.
Noah, is there any chance you can talk Molly next into being a receiver?
I had her on the Powder Puff game. She played pretty good. Her and my sister had a good day out there. We won, but not with us. No.
Question up here.
All right, we're about out of time. Coach, I got 2 questions. One is, because of the Choose Act now, and people being able to go and take a voucher with their tax dollars, have you seen an uptick at all in enrollment at JCA? Because I know y'all struggle with numbers every year.
We're already above where we were last year and still going. We have seen an uptick. Yes, we have.
And my final question, this is a tough one. But do you worry that when God releases you and you leave JCA, will they continue to have, I know basketball they probably will because but football, do you worry about the continuation of football if Coach Miller is no longer there?
No, it's not my school, it's not my team, it's the Lord's. When they split the finances many years ago and said, you're responsible, I said, just tell me what I'm responsible for, because it's not mine, it's the Lord's. He'll make it go. And when I'm gone, Katie's still there. She'll coach football. She has. I do want to say this about this young man right here, Joe. You asked about him. This young man right here has been there since he was 7th grade, Preston has. He has developed as a young man and as a quality athlete, student, and person. And he's got his life with the Lord has gotten right here in the last couple of years. And I would say to anybody, if you ever need somebody that you can count on, go get Preston. You can count on Preston.
Coach, give us a final word and give us a word. When we said this about Noah, about why he stayed there, I do really believe that. And and I know that Christian schools, it's easy to get off base. I'm not going to say anything about anybody else between them and the Lord, but sometimes you can. If winning a football game becomes more important than what we're there for, then you have lost your Christian position. You've lost your Christian identity. We can't make winning more important than the kids that are there or the reason, and that is pointing them to Jesus. And we're going to do that first every day, every night, as long as we're there. Thank you, Coach. Jacksonville Christian Thunder. Guys, thank you so much for being here, Coach. And next